Hello, everybody. This is Frankie Day Models. Welcome to tonight's Live Action Monday on the finishing up the Trumpeter 50 scale, USS Texas Battleship BB35. Tonight we're going to finish this up together and have ourselves a good show tonight. It's all a little late, guys. I had to go to the grocery store with my daughter to go shopping and stuff. It was good to get out of the old house, and so I'm back in here now, and I'm happy. Hope you're happy. Stick around for a good couple hours and join in, and we'll have a good show. Okay, we got the Texas right here. We're going to take a little walk around the thing, show you how much it does. I'm working on this thing pretty much all day today, a little bit, and the last time I need to finish this up. I forgot all about this build. I said, Frank, where's that Battleship Texas at? Where could it be? I looked around and said, oh, no wonder. It's up there above my Queen Mary. And so Queen Mary's right over here. And up there above it, where that fly boat's at, that's where I kept it up there. It was just a clear light up there. It kind of obscured where it was at. Okay. We're going to have a good show today. Do the best I can with what we can do. And we'll be working on this. Right now, I'm finishing the rigging on this thing. And I got a rigging diagram on this thing I'm following on. I'm using sprue. The best rigging line there is, especially on these small scales. Oh, keep dropping that goddamn thing on the floor. Caught the old plunger. Let's go for the plunge. We're going to finish this tonight, guys, you and me. And the Battleship Texas makes 3. Best thing to do, attaching sprue to plastic, use white glue, school glue, white glue, whatever it is, or I'll use tacky glue. And measure where you're going to keep your diagram set comes over here. Okay, we got about 3 watchers. Nobody on the chat board yet, but since I got started, it's running a little late. So I imagine everybody hasn't got the feed of me online right now. But they'll be joining very shortly. We got Dingy coming in. He'll be here in a few minutes. I'll tell you something, guys. I made a video of this yesterday, and supposed to have the final reveal day off. The final reveal will probably be tonight, right after this, right after our live action, and I'll post it. I'll make another video of the final reveal of this. And tomorrow we'll have the final reveal on the USS Fletcher. It just needs rigging on. It's all done. And so I mean, I got knocked out 2 of them already. Actually, 3 of the SS Melanie. And I'm thinking about very seriously bringing out my 1/200 scale Trumpeter RMS Titanic. I got to clean it up a little bit before I get started on it. Big breakouts, find out where the kit box is at. It's stashed behind me back here somewhere, which I will find it. Okay, I'm about like I do in Hawaii. I'm gonna hang loose a little bit until we get somebody on the chat board. Then we'll proceed with the build. Make a screw right here. A couple more rigging lines to do on the port side. Then when I go up and finish up the starboard side, last thing I'm going to do in this ship here is paint the OS2U Kingfisher float planes I gave you. I'm experimenting with a new video format. It's always good to tinker around a little bit, make my videos a little more flavorful than what they have been lately. Yeah, trim the screw off here. Okay. Good. I've got all the photo etch done in this thing. We'll talk about this kit once it gets rotated and proceed with the rigging on the starboard side. We got about 4 watching now. Nobody on the chat board yet, though, but they'll be here. They'll be here. I know they will be. I started a little late because I had to go shop for my little girl. It's got the whole dinghy with them on the air. I'm still getting worried about Chuck. I like to know where he's at. Old Pappy. I got 6 watching. 1 thumbs up for 6 that's watching. Welcome tonight, Monday Live with me. I'll finish up the USS Texas, Battleship Texas. And like I say, we'll talk about it as I work on the rigging. This kit's very difficult to build, guys, because it's so much floated wedge on this thing. Practically every sub-assembly you build on this thing has got photo etch involved. As a kit, I definitely wouldn't want to recommend for the novice or the faint-hearted to build. This is a complete kit. If you waste money for one to go out there and buy aftermarket parts of this thing, you don't need them. Yeah, a pretty good day today. I went to bed about 6 o'clock this morning. Got up around 10 o'clock. I was at 10 o'clock, had a cup of coffee that I made. And wanted to start working on this. For those just tuned in, I had this thing done tonight. I got a rigging plan on the Trumpeter instructions. They'll give you no rigging on this thing. So you're pretty much on your own when it comes to that. So that's why you got research involved and you got the internet. So I have it all here. I got a little copy of the rigging plan of this thing. I like to use sprue. Sprue is what the best to use and stuff like this. Okay. Cut me out another piece of sprue. Stretch that bad boy out. Old Frankie Day's been pretty gloom and doom lately for a while. It's probably just the reflexes of getting old. Expecting too much out of life, which ain't so. Like I mentioned, playtime in the video, my grandkids only come to see me and stuff. I've been looking at a lot of stuff watching a lot of stuff on YouTube. A lot of guys like me, and I should have known better. When you get old in life, you get young people who are younger than you are don't understand the life that you lived in the past as a young youth, and how it and how the growth of society, how things have changed. When you're young, you got to think very hard about how it was when you're young. Most of us never got near people old as me, our age. They stay away from them because there's nothing in common with somebody who's older than you are. But they fail to realize, especially in family, if it wasn't for you, he or she would not be alive today to enjoy life's fruits, being young. So very lucky, by the grace of God, I'm very fortunate at my age. I've got you guys I can talk to all the time and be with. And my models and my music. That's my sanity and medication for my mental health right there. A lot of old people live in nursing homes because they don't know what to do with themselves. Right now, I'm in precarious situations because I don't have a driver's license and I'm not getting out in this world doing nothing. And the only way to get around that is what I'm doing right now. My daughter says, "You've been okay, Dad? I haven't seen you for a while." I said, "Well, I'm not too far from you, only about 20 feet. You know where I live at. You know what I do? All you got to do is knock on doors, just walk in, whatever you want to do. I'm still here." And she says, are you up all night long, Dad? Yeah. Up all day, up all night, up all night, up all day. Sleep all night and also sleep all day. I said, I'm sleeping time, Megan. I'm sleeping time. I tell her. But right now, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to make myself more proactive than I have been. I'm going to start getting out and doing something. She goes, well, Dad, they got some stuff going on down the church. Is like cooking and stuff. Well, that's for me. Because of other older people than you that be with, I could be with young people, Megan. You forget something about me. She goes, what is that? I get along with young people just as much as I do the old people because I'm young at heart. Not the faint at heart, but I'm young at heart. When you're young at heart, that's your strength, baby girl. That's what I tell her. But everything's okay, guys. Everything's okay. Oh wow, chat board's been occupied now. Okay, we've got 6 watching, and we got economy, economy Lee, 6885, all the way from Louisiana, and we got Mr. Dingy Schultz all the way from Texas. Welcome, fellas, for tonight. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I just got back from the store with my daughter. We went down there to Sam's place. Big, huge, colossal discount store. We bought a bunch of groceries and stuff, My daughter got me this for Valentine's Day, and she says, one of these little Reese's Pieces heart candies. She goes, Dad, I had no idea it was your wife's and your anniversary yesterday. Yeah, we were married Valentine's Day. And if I've been married to your stepmother, we've been married 31 years. So that is about equal length of time when I was married to your mother before she passed away. She goes, oh, wow, man, no idea. I said, well, a lot of things that get you don't have no idea. So I got about 62 years of marriage under my belt from 2 wives. I've been married to. Where's my lighter at? Where the hell is it at? Snake. It's Snake. It bit me. Danny, I'm building your state, the Texas, the Battleship Texas, buddy. So we're going to finish this Battleship Texas night live here, live before your eyes. Yes, we are. Always use these here dividers to make measurements for your bridges and stuff. Dividers are a good tool to use, measuring tool to use, especially flying wires on airplanes, screw ship models, rigging. Those just tuned in, trying to inquire about the Battleship Texas right here. This is a Trumpeter kit at 1/350 scale. I bought this thing when I was living in my trailer. I probably bought it about a couple of years ago. And it's a good kit. I want to caution everyone who buys this kit. This thing is loaded with photo etch. So ain't no sense of buying aftermarket parts for this stuff. They give you the photo etch to finish this up, and it's still leftovers after that. You can't beat that. I wish Trumpeter would be more conclusive with their kits than they have been. This is a full kit, has all the photo etch you need. There's no need for more aftermarket stuff you need. Every sub-assembly in this kit has got photo etch involved. Ladderways, stairways, structural parts, railings, sputter shields for your 20mm and quads. Cut a little bit off, haven't I? We're going to take a break here in a minute. I'm so happy to get this thing finished. And be happy in the world will smile with you. If you look out the window to a dark and gloomy day, make a smile and after a while the gloom will go away. Now I'm not gonna laugh and be happy, boys. I'm tired of living falling a doldrum of getting old and gloom and doom. I'm gonna start being childish more so I keep my vigor going. Got a nice little opening. From now on, I have a nice opening song in my videos. It'll make everybody smile. Make everybody happy, too. Because it's good to be happy, guys. We've got too much sorrow in this world we live in. Way too much sorrow. Okay, I want to take a little walk around the camera, show you what freaking days got in this thing. I think I got the rigging all done in this thing. I think I take that glow off. There's too much light going on there. There we go. I got rust on this thing. This is the Great Battleship Texas for the New York class. 565 feet long, all the way to stem to stern. She incorporates for her main batteries is 10 14-inch guns. And she has 32, 35, 20 millimeter single anti-aircraft guns. And she has exactly 8 open mount quad 40 millimeters anti-aircraft guns. She has 10 casement guns, 5-inch 25 casement guns. On her weather deck up there, she has 5-inch 38s open mounts, twin screws. Her keel was laid down 1905, and she was launched 1910. And she served World War II, Korean War, and also now she's a sentimental object piece for Texas now as a museum ship. What got left to do now, guys, is put the airplanes on there. She's finished. The Battleship Texas right here is the second of the USS Texas as a dreadnought. The first one was launched in 1895, no 1892, and it was participating in the Spanish-American War. By the time this thing is launching, the Battleship Texas number 1 was strict with the Navy Register. It was reduced to scrap. Okay, the chat board's getting bigger. Yeah, we got Denny and the Connie Lee, 685. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like, guys. I don't think that, I keep my hands clear. I don't get too close to them. There's one thing I cannot stand. All of us modelers have a, oh, God, don't touch that, please. We go to a model show, these little fingers going like this. You get too close. I don't like that. That's why they get signs on there, don't touch. These things are very delicate. Now, this is very delicate putting this rigging on this thing by using sprue, Looks pretty good. When it dries, I'm going to go back and touch up some dark gray. And we're going to after the break time, we're going to go ahead and assemble these. These 2 OS2U Kingfishers to give you. I think there's 2 of this kid. I think there's 2. And you got 1 catapult. You can see the catapult on top of turret number 3. You don't have no catapult back there. Nothing anti-aircraft guns back there. Nothing. Some of my viewers and commenters go, boy, you got a lot of rust in that thing, Frank. I never seen rust like that before. I have. They get rust fast. Going back to history dictates this. Before Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941 arrived, all navies were spit and polished navies. You had nothing better to do than have a chip and hammer in one hand, a wire brush in the other, and a paintbrush and brasso, shining brass all day long, holy stones on your knees with fresh salt water, holy stone in these decks. Anything that was brass had to be polished, so shiny that you actually shave off of it. And the ships, even with a blemish of rust, it was washed off real quick with water. It was touched up with green paint. They kept it nice and polished for admiral's inspections, captain inspections, and operation ordnance inspections, and keep the ship shape. That's the name called ship shape came from. But it was all changed with the event of war. On December 7th, 1941, came to view. Ships of the battle line, destroyers, auxiliaries, submarines, tugboats. They're all at sea all the time fighting battles. And you had no time out there with a chip and hammer in one hand, a paintbrush in the other, and a wire brush or a deck roller or a holy stone. All the rust and all the cleanup detail done the ship was done in port. Usually at wartime, the ship would come into port for about 4 days. 4 days, that's it. In 4 days' time, the ship would pull in to a dry dock. It looked just like this. Let's see the bottom of the dry dock. You got side cleaners down there clean up all the mussels and all the barnacles off beneath the hull and give it a fresh coat of red oxide. You got deck division going over the side, second division, first division. The bosun chairs clean all the rust on of it, red-leading it, coming back, red-leading it. When it's all done, come back. Of course, the call color for this, the livery color for this in 1942 was dark sea blue, which is 5S. And dark sea blues, they really change to get really lighter color as the salt water or salt air mixes together. It causes the fading of the blues. And once all the rust is all gone, and everybody says, how do they pick that boot top so straight like it do? That's what the deck force does. That's the guys like me do. You got Mary Sue, which are yard workers, people who work on the yard, like longshoremen and stuff. They go down below and they clean up all the mussels off. That's their job. They clean all the mussels and all the barnacles. Usually it's barnacles, not mussels. You get mussels, they got to be stationary. You can't move nowhere. The barnacles are like plankton. You pick them up from the ocean and everything, and they just come locally and they grow in your hull. All scraped up, put a fresh coat of red oxide. You over the side of the bosun's chair, put red oxide, orange oxide, which is called red lead. It's a primer paint. It's got to be wire brush first, get that rust off there. Then you go ahead and touch up with your red lead, which is orange oxide anti-fouling paint. And when it's all done, come back to the paint locker and get your 5S dark sea blue and start rolling on your blue. Now, as I mentioned in the last two videos on this, if anybody looks at a ship at close, you see these little rings on there. They're like eye rings. But people wondering, what the hell are those rings on there for? Well, they're bosun rings. I want to tell you something about a bosun ring is. When you got a bosun's chair, you're over the side, you're away from the ship. You're swinging freely. You can't paint a ship. The time you start painting a ship, that bosun's chair is going to slide away from you. Eventually, you may fall out of that thing. But to paint the ship is once you get the bosun's chair over the side, you swing yourself in towards the ship. As you swing yourself in, you grab those little rings with your hands. You run a piece of line through there, you secure it, tie your bosun's chair, and you pull it in your bosun's chair, get close to the hull. That way you can paint. Now, a lot of people say, how do they paint that boot topping on there straight? Don't they use masking tape? No. They call it a chalk marker. A chalk marker is a piece of metal, looks like a horseshoe. Looks like this. You're holding it like this, shaped like that. At this end is chalk. The anti-fouling line, the water line to your anti-fouling line is your guide line. You lower your bosun chair down. Sometimes you got a punt. A punt is a little workboat. Mostly we use punts. You got a little boat that was across there, and you secure it up to your rings, keep it floating off. You take your chalk line and chalk all the way from the top of the anti-fouling up to the top of the boot marker. That gets done. You go up top side, go to the paint locker, and they give you a boot top roller, which is the same height as the boot topping on this. You get down below and just follow the chalk lines. It's nice and straight. That's how to do that, fellas. Okay, let's see. We got a chat going on here. We got 6 watching, 1 thumbs up. We got Dingy and we got Comedy Lee. And we should get some more fellas pretty soon. Mine would have been early, you know. And like I said, this thing right now is just ready for the airplanes. She's done. Yes, I saw that cap from I-68. I like that, buddy. Dingy, if you haven't bought the Indianapolis yet, I'm skittish about the Academy one. I usually stay away from the Academy models because they're decals. Their decals are very piss poor. Oh, their kits are okay. Their kits, nothing wrong with their kits, just the decals. But if you want to get a lot better kit, I've got the Trumpeter one in my storage. I hope I get that thing out. All that stuff in my storage. I hope I get that stuff out. I'm so homesick for it. Get the Trumpeter one. I've opened it one time before, and I don't know how much photo etch comes in that kit, but this one here, you've got nothing but all this photo etch you give you the kit here, all of it, railings, everything, and there's still plenty more left over, especially ladderways. A few railings, that's about it, and also some basket nets. But I'll use these on the 350 scale ship a Trumpeter. As I was mentioning, the only kits I know, my personal experience. Up there now, must be some caught or something. My personal experience gives you a full photo etch set is the 1-200 series kits they make, like the Iowa, the Missouri, the Rodney, the Bismarck, Schweinhorst, Titanic, the USS Arizona. What else? A couple other ones there too. The Battleship Texas. Although the only kits I know of my personal experience, they give you a full decal set, a full photo etch set. And like I said before, guys, there ain't no sense going out and buying a photo etch set for this. And it's all there. It'd be full of money soon party. Now, I got something else coming away too. I just discovered. Every time I walk around this room, I discover stuff I haven't seen before. It's actually out of sight, out of mind. I don't pay attention. I put something, I run into it. That's over here. This 1/350 scale. Trumpeter. This is the battleship HMS Queen Elizabeth. Same class as the Warspite. There's camo on there. Now, I started this while I was in the trailer. My memory serves right. I think I got the hole together and the screws. I don't know. I got to look at it. I haven't opened this thing. This first time I opened up this kit since I brought it here. Okay. Yeah, more than I thought I would. Now, the planking on this deck is very subtle. That's my only criticism I like about some of these Trumpeter kits, is that their decking is very fine. So you don't want to put no primer on here. You don't want to. Make sure you got a good bath. I wash this thing already. You get that release agent oil off there. Then you just go ahead and spray your paint on there. A good method to do is do this. Where the hell is that? There's a pencil around here somewhere. You take a pencil. This is what you do. You paint this deck first. Paint it with teak. When it dries, you take your pencil and on the side, what it'll do, it'll bring out the planks. You don't want to paint this black first and put tan over it, because the reason being is that these planks are too fine. It'll obscure the planking itself and makes the paint on there. So give it a good coat of your Tamiya teak wood. When it dries, take aside your pencil and just brush it. When it's done, you take a brush and you brush it in a little bit. It'll bring out your decks out better. Even better yet is go ahead and give it a good wash. What we do is get a good thin coat of ivory paint. Instead of using teak, get yourself some oils. Make a nice wash on there. You want to go through the pains and faces of doing all that work to make a deck look like a deck. They already got a wooden deck out there for you ready for the thing. I saw it. They got aftermarket decals and everything, aftermarket photo etch and everything. Now, this is what I'm concerned about, how much photo etch in this kit. I'm going to try to prove a point here. There goes my L numbers. Nice. Get this stuff out of here. You know that. I want to put that in there. Put that aside, do that later. Now where could my photo etch be? Where could it be? I just found it. That's what I'm saying. That's the only photo etch you give you this kit. Looks like to me, it was like splintered shields. and gun mounts for your anti-aircraft guns. That's it. So you better get yourself an aftermarket photo etch set for this thing. That's all I give you here. That's all there is. Definitely nothing to write home about. So we'll probably be working on this maybe tomorrow. But I'm thinking about bringing that Titanic out, start working on it. I got the screws done on this thing. I didn't put the anchors on. I mean the rudders on there yet. And I got to sand that filler off there too. I got a filler. I know I didn't go too far in this thing. Remember I first bought this thing, I opened up the trailer, got the hole together, and the hole comes in, let's see, halves. Yep. You got to glue these bulkheads in to keep it stationary nice and strong. This is a good kit. Sir Lindsay of Lindsay's Models. He done one of these. I think it's War Spider, the Queen Elizabeth. I'm not too certain. But they're both class battleships, you know. So he did an excellent job on his. I think he had a live stream video of it. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun build to get to it. I just found that yesterday. And I got a 1/200 scale Heller HMS Victory. I bought that in eBay. I got one that I've done on YouTube. I made a video on YouTube. It's in storage. I'm gonna get it out. I bought that just for another model to work on in case something happens. And the price, I paid $99.99 for it. And those kits, those Victories run about $200 or $300 on eBay. They include shipping or handling. There's my Titanic box over there. Yeah. So doing okay there. Okay, we got 7 watching, 3 thumbs up. We'll check the chat board out. We got Dingy, we got a Kami Lee. He's here with us. Okay, we got a couple other fellas on here. Gradover X. And he says, I recently adopted my grandpa's hobby of model ship crafting after he passed, and I'm loving it. There you go, buddy. Excuse me. Darn. Yep. I got a lot of stuff about my dad too before he passed away. Now he gave me an old collection of Voucher models. I got about 40 of them that he gave me. One thing good about Papa and Dad, they always give you, you always inherited what they had to keep in the family. Good. Congratulations, and whatever you do, don't get rid of that stuff, buddy, because I'm pretty sure your grandfather wants you to build those models and follow his footsteps. Modeling is very good. I want to tell you something, guys. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I haven't been so honest with nobody in my life than you fellas. Ever since my life has changed, ever since I lost my wife, lost my brother, lost 2 homes, now I'm living here with my son-in-law and my daughter and my grandchildren. And this big, beautiful building here is all mine. It's a home. And I'm lonesome because I got no companionship around me and stuff, but the models kind of make up for it. And you guys definitely make up for it. If it wasn't a few fellas and it wasn't these models, I'd be ready for two places, either a nursing home or a rubber room. And modeling building is very healthy for you. It's good for you. It keeps you proactive. It keeps you going. And something to look forward to every day. And you keep working. When you get done, grab the other one, build the same. Just keep following suit till you can't do it no more. Then you think that's back from 1/350 scale, building those airplanes and stuff like that. Can you imagine, if you will, venturing into 1/700 scale and putting figures on photo etch figures and photo etch parts in that thing? Is that ain't a test of patience? Nothing will be. Some of those guys are brain surgeons. How do you build those little small squirts? And they're very highly detailed subjects. Yep. Those guys from Texas, they give you a decal sheet too. Open them up. Take a look and see what they give you. I was hoping to give you some draft markers in this thing. I need that with stars and bars, American flag. Okay. No draft markers. There's your decals to give you the balance from Texas. You got two regular flags. You get stars and bars for your planes. What was the Texans? If I think it was that. This decal sheet definitely ain't nothing right home without. These airplanes give us Kingfishers. Mm. Wow, look at me. Bitch. Okay. Got this one done. Got a climb, dude. And dry. Floats on there. So, top that glue if I want to. cat for my glue. Right here. Like an apple. Not far from the tree. Not far from the tree by Dad's sake. Good. It's dry. Got another one to build. I got 2 pontoons going. Everything is finished. Let it dry. Let it dry. Let it dry. Let it dry. Okay. Boy, I tell you, the dropsies tonight. When the pontoon do one thing, let it dry. Shoot a coat of primer on it, paint it up, and put the decal on, and it's done. Good. Got that float plane done. All clear plastic. Let that dry. Oh, just load it off me pipe and smoke it. Go to forget it. One screw down. Oh, yeah. Check the checkboard, see what's going on here. And it's pretty good. Don't need no touch up. We're gonna have paint. Do like it is. Good. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so I can find the paint. Oh yeah. Okay. It's dry and touched up light gray. Almost done, boys, almost done. Yeah. Oh, the damn decals. Cut up a little more. Is there a jack staff for that? No jack staff, just forward. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Got that paint up pretty good. Light gray and intermediate blue. Let's see. Move down there when it dries. Since it's still falling around now. What was I say? This thing is done. Okay, got 6 watching, 4 thumbs up. Tonight's chat, we got Dingy. We got Dead Over X on there. And that's it. Hairs. I went to a shower about a couple hours ago. I feel pretty good. Okay. Now about an hour and 42 minutes. Clock is still ticking. And we got this thing done. All we got to do is wait for that plane dry and put that OS2U on that catapult. And the Battleship Texas is officially finished. Then I'm going to prepare and make a video for the final reveal for it. And tomorrow we'll have the final reveal for the USS Fletcher. It should be done. I'll have to toss a coin between the Titanic and the 200 scale and Queen Elizabeth. I think I'll post a vote on that because tomorrow will either be the Queen Elizabeth build or start working on the Titanic 200 scale. And we'll find out about that. All these screws need that. Blue gray has all that. Wonderful. Looks good. Looks good. Let that little squirt dry. Put it in a catapult. She's finished. I can prepare for the final reveal for the USS Texas. I got it done. Well, I found that thing last night. Hello, Mr. Nelson. How you doing there? Pretty good, buddy. I'm just finishing up the Battleship Texas here. I've got the OS2U Kingfisher. Got that all painted up right there. Normally I airbrush these. It can be done. I've done it before. We'll take a walk around and show how much we got done this thing. She sure got a small book. She's pretty stubby at the bow, you know. I guess he designed this thing back in 1910. I'll take a little break right here, guys. Take about a 5-10 minute break till plane dries and glue on the catapult. We're done. I'd like to apologize to everybody who's watching. Why I'm on late tonight because I just got back to Sam's place with my daughter. She's trying to get me out of this room. Man, I felt like I was a whole new world when I got out of this room. Had been around people so long, it's incredible. And I had a good day, I really did. I'm kind of feeling gloom and doom lately because we're getting old, and I feel like the whole world's abandoning me. At one time, I was top of the world. Now I'm on the bottom of the goddamn dung heap. So I decided to cheer myself up and start making some good videos, happy videos, with some happy music in the background, and change my format a little bit. Try to get my mode to everything back to par. Yeah, my hair's going out again. I like it like that. My daughter says, "Gee, Dad, your hair goes fast." I said, "Yes, it does. That shows you I'm still alive. I'm still here, Megan," I tell her. That's my daughter. So I'm still here. And so is everybody here tonight. Everybody's still here, which is good. Makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Yesterday was my 31st wedding anniversary to my wife, Ruthie, who departed me 7 years ago. My daughter had no idea it was my anniversary until she, I guess she saw my video yesterday that I made. And so she got me some of this for Valentine's Day. Big old huge Reese's Pieces heart. Nice sample of that tonight before I go to bed. Got some hot tea over there. I'm going to make it a couple minutes. I've been down under for a while, guys. Not health wise, just kind of in my mood because I feel like I think my biggest problem is watching too much of these doggone these videos of senior citizens talk about loneliness and being abandoned and stuff. And I got it all figured out, even my old age. Says the reason why they're making videos is they got nothing to do in life. They're not as productive as we are building models, being involved in the community, helping each other and praising each other, enjoying camaraderie together, and sharing each other's styrene, wood, balsa wood, and paper. And so that to me, that's some kind of great, significant form of importance. So I'm gonna make some good videos from now on, and I'm gonna be happy because it's not healthy to be sad, guys. It's really not. Won't do no good to be sad. You're still working on that Japanese battle wagon, uh, uh, William? Beautiful. I was listening watching your chat between you and Danny about photo edge parts. I bet that kid of yours got a lot of photo edge parts to it, doesn't it? Is that a trumpeter kit you're working on, or is it a Merit? I love kit. Or you Hasagawa, I'm thinking. Yeah, some of those photo edge parts get really out of hand. Too small. I mean, you got to have eyes like a brain surgeon to get some of that stuff done. Some are over engineered. You really don't need that kind. Now, if you're building big half-inch scales, 1 foot to a half-inch scale, or big, huge dockside models, I can see that. This one here is Battleship Texas has got loaded full of photo edge parts. Like I was mentioning a while ago, this is an excellent kit. Probably one of the Trumpeter's better kits. And you have to worry about going out and buying aftermarket parts for this thing. This thing's loaded. If you're going to buy anything aftermarket, and is just go ahead and buy a deck for it, not be it. When it comes to photo etch, you'll be full of money to go out there and buy a new photo etch for this thing. Because they give you more photo etch this thing than what you need. Don't throw it away, because you can always use it in the future 1/350 scale ship model builds. Oh, Fujimi. They're still in business still? Man, I thought they went out back in the 1980s, Fujimi. Oh yeah, Flyhawk. Is that Flyhawk kit? Is that 1/700 scale or 1/350? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, they do make a photo etch set, don't they? Yeah, Flyhawk does. Yeah, also White Ensign makes a lot of good stuff too. Oh, I've got a photo etch set right here. I want to show you guys. I got this 1982. That's when photo etch first coming out. The kind of year I got this Lauren Perry. Now I've got a 1/600 scale. I got a 1/500 scale Yamato. It's a very good kit. I believe it's a resin kit. And I forget the company name. John Piper makes it. That's it. Has resin and metal in it. So I sent away for the photo etch railings for this. Man, this whole photo etch right here, boys. One 500 scale there. That's 1/500 scale. That's the same scale of those Windwall blueprint models. This set cost me $7, $6.95. Lauren Perry was the first modeler in the modeling community to manufacture photo etch parts. He was the first guy in the whole world. Man, I must be. I took a shower. I got to take a shower a couple hours ago. I kind of cleaned it a little bit. Almost got some hair on my shirt. That's embarrassing. Anyway, that's my photo etch set there. I got the Arizona 465 one too in my Arizona kit. It got storage. Man, I wish I had that right now to work on. But I gotta make do what I have now until I get my stuff out of storage. Well, I know this year sometime I'll get my stuff out. I know that. And they're too damn long. I'm paying for nothing, keeping it in there. Okay. Ah, you'll have fun with that USS Arizona. I guarantee you that. And they gave you a good treat with that kid. I got one just like you have. It comes with the crew figures. Oh yeah. But I think they're out of scale a little bit because I got them on my Arizona. I've got them standing up in quarters. 8 o'clock in the morning, you have quarters, inspection in quarters before you go to work. You up at 6 o'clock in the morning, breakfast by 7, 8 o'clock, you got to muster for quarters. Then they issue out the plan of the day and tell you what you can be doing today. Do this, do that. I got them standing in groups, you know. I got a chief postmate right there telling, okay, shitheads, you guys do this and do that. I want you to go up there and slosh that doggone vanilla highline up there top of that sheet with a king post. I want you over the side, chipping that rust on below the anchor right there, and you're going to do this and do that and stuff. Anyway. And I kept looking at those guys, and those damn guys are pretty good sized sailors in that thing. So I got to figure out 1/200 scale. A 1/4 inch equals 4 feet. And a 1/200 scale. So if you got a 1/4 inch railing, which is about 1/4 inch, that's about 4 feet. And those guys are anywhere between 8 to 10 feet tall. That's how big they would be on the real ship. Because they're just a little bit too big. Depends on your preference. You can use what they give you in the kit, or you can do better. Go out and get yourself some other 1 200 square feet. I'm quite certain they make them. I know they do. Even as I'm talking, they made that stuff a long time ago before I even got it in my mind. But you can go that route. I got a whole bunch of. I got the Titanic back there, the Minicraft 100th anniversary kit. It's real nice. I like that Titanic. XM-Tex kit. Get all lit up. Use that for a light lamp. I don't know if you can see it from this far over here. Hang on. Hang loose, guys. Hang loose. Hang loose. Hang loose. Frankie D's going to kill that damn light back here so you can see it. Yeah, see it back there? Get the lights on back there on that thing. It's a good night light at night time. I'll tell you, that's very. Every time I watch that Titanic stuff out there, it's very haunting to me. Yep. That's probably one of the best Titanic models ever made is that Intex one or the Minicraft, whatever it is. The old 1/350 scale. Let's see now. Yeah, you see it back there all lit up. I remember that kit came out back in 1974. There's a hobby shop called the Red Baron out in Camarillo, California. And I always ventured to different hobby shops, See which hobby shop had better stuff than the other, because, every Saturday when I got, if I wasn't working Saturday, I had a fistful of money in my hip pocket. I go down to different hobby shops. I go down there to Red Baron. I was back in September of 1974 that kit came out? No. May of 1974. That's right. And I went down there to Red Baron Hobby Shop, located in Camarillo, California. Right out there below they got a fruit farm out there, a nut hospital out there, a nuttle hospital out there, and it's right below that hospital area out there. So, real nice hobby shop. I don't know if it's there anymore. It may be. I don't know. I'm talking 50 years ago, back 1974, a long time ago. 52 years ago. And I went on there, looked around, and said, wow. Oh man, I got some fly line balsa kits. I want to get me a couple of those. So I got a couple of them that I got. And as I was walking to check out the plastic, and I saw the Titanic in there. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And when I seen that Titanic on the wall there, oh my God! I had to close my eyes, open them up again, see if I'm seeing things, and I wasn't. Yeah, it had to cost $19.95 back then. I grabbed that thing as fast as I could nab, There's another one behind there. So I got a little greedy. I bought two of them, $40. Guy goes, well, went up to the clerk, to the cashier stand. Hey, you doing, Frank? Yep. Well, looks like I ordered more of those. You got the last two. I said, Frank, I had 15 of them 2 days ago. I was like, I got news for you. You better get more than 15 more. You better get a lot more. I said, I'm going to have to. I'm selling these cakes like hotcakes. I don't know what gives everybody buying the Titanic. And the guy goes, I never heard of it before. I said, you never heard of the Titanic? He goes, no. I says, well, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people haven't heard about it because it was cloaked with time. It was forgotten. It was never remembered or mentioned to anybody. Oh, yeah, this thing is I'll tell you something. It was December 7th, 1941, throughout the whole world when these people, when they died in this thing. I said, man, that's a beautiful looking old ship. And it's, yes, it is. So I did a book report this one time I told. It's called, I read a book by Walter Lord called Night to Remember. It was a little small book. I got another book by Robinson. It's called Fertility. Now, you talk about a coincidence, or more or less a premonition, written in literature, is fertility. I read that book, and it had the same static statistics as that of the Titanic. Unbelievable. It was 14 years. It was published 14 years before the Titanic was even a gleam in William Peary's eyes, and Hart and the Wolf shipbuilding company. Unbelievable. So I bought two of them there from the hobby shop. I went to my dad's house, locked on the door. Dad goes, it's open, come on in, Frank. So what do you got in your underneath the arm? I got one for you, one for me, Dad. Wow, what is that? It's a ship. I know it's a ship, but what is it? Guess. Is that what I think it is? It says, what you thinking is it, Dad? The Titanic, I'll be goddamn, they finally made one, didn't they? I said, yeah. I said, Papa says, I went down to the hobby shop and I bought this out of Camarillo down there. So I paid $20 a piece for these things. So I'll let you have one so you can, so you can do something and I can build mine. I said, thanks, Frank. I'll work on this too. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, I got a better idea. I got about 2 cases of beer up there in the icebox. Why don't you just stay here? We can work on both ours together. I got paint, glue, everything out here. And we can drink some beers and have a chit chat. Father and son chit chats. How does that sound? It sounds wonderful, Pop. He says, I'm sold. He says, what about this guy you mentioned down at the hobby shop? That guy never heard of the Titanic before. Says, Frank, I'm not don't surprise me. A lot of people don't know it exists. Don't know nothing about it. I said, why is that, Dad? It's part of history. He says, well, remember one day you asked me when you watched that movie with Barbara Stanwyck, Robert Wagner, and Clifton Webb called Titanic movie. You asked me, does that thing exist? I said, yes, it does. He says, you didn't know about it. You didn't know that I didn't, yeah. Nothing of it. So why is that? It's because things like that get cloaked in time. Says when you have an event like that happens, as years go by and years go by, as years go by, people forget all about it. It's not passed on from generation to generation. It should be. It's history. Mankind made a very, very serious mistake. It was led to believe everything was unsinkable, which it isn't. These people would believe anything back in those days. It was new invention. So with that, now we worked on Titanics together. Back in the old days, it came with a pre-painted hull, so you don't have to worry about painting the hull. All you gotta do is masking tape the hull for the water line, keep the water line there, and just paint everything up. That's what we did. Anyway, that was a good model. Every time I look at that Titanic back there, it reminds me of it when I first got it, first bought one. Yeah. Check that US2U. That's about ready to be installed in. Okay. Good. The decals on, let it dry. That'll be all finished. Now, guys, I think we all finished up the Titanic pretty good. I got the US2U now. What I got to do for the decals on it. It's all done. They're sitting back there. Okay, we got 5 watching, 4 thumbs up. Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Well, everybody, I think we're done tonight with you. We finish up the battleship USS Texas BB35. She resides in the great state of Texas as object sentimental piece, a museum ship. Both of you live in Texas. Those of you who don't, please visit this beautiful old dreadnought. She's one of the oldest ships that we got to our Navy. That's on display for everybody to view and look at, and show her might as a great dreadnought as she is. I'm so glad that the great state of Texas they confiscated her and used her as an object sentimental piece for the great state of Texas, the civilization of naval might. And because, like I said, she came that close to becoming a victim of Bikini, Operation Crossroads, being a test piece for an atomic bomb. But Texas said, no, 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 we want that ship. At the time, these ships were stricken at the naval register anyway. so I said, okay, go ahead and take her. And they did. And she went through a whole new refit. I mean, she was a rust bucket. Looked just like this right here, a rust bucket. And so they got it all restored back to the natural 5SC blue color. A beautiful ship she is. I'm happy they got it restored, and she's a beautiful looking ship. So those of you who go to Texas or live in Texas, don't be bashful. Go and visit this beautiful battleship, and you will not be disappointed. It will take you back in time. It will show you how the old Navy used to be like, and how many men aboard the ship served their country. So we can talk about it, even build models of it. Okay, everybody, I'm going to sign off for the night, and we're going to have so stay tuned for the final reveal for the Battleship Texas. I have that going for you. And tomorrow we'll have the final reveal on the USS Fletcher. I'll do the rigging on that. Then we'll have a vote, either work on the Queen Elizabeth, HMS Queen Elizabeth 1/350 scale, or I can resume back on my 1/200 scale RMS Titanic. And we'll see how it goes between both builds. And right now, I'll get about three done, you know. Like I say, I'll get them done. It takes a while. Building these things is not done overnight, guys. It's as you know, we build ship models. It's something you don't set the paint on, and it's done within 2 or 3 hours, and that's it. It's done. Well, 3 or 4 days. It takes 3 or 4 weeks, 3 or 4 months, sometimes years. Now I've been on this thing now for about a year now. It took me a year to work on this Battleship Texas. And I got about a year and a half on my USS Fletcher over there, too. Oh, you're back on, King. That's YouTube for you. YouTube does that. Did it to me about 3 times already. Since I went live, it did me about 3 times. I had to start all over again. Something went wrong. Either I got gremlins there pushing buttons. Okay, everybody. I think I might have liquor for tonight and let this thing dry. I'm going to get the final reveal going for this. And I got to let that OSU dry. I got those 4-star bars to put on there. Got to complete it. I only want to put one on there, so they give me 2, but I'll save the other one for rainy day for another 350 scale can I can build. And so one on there is good enough. Okay, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers for your wonderful views, comments, and candor. I'm deeply honored to each one of you. And as we close off the video, everybody be happy and everybody enjoy themselves. I'll catch you tomorrow. Model on. Get crazy. And God bless everybody. And stay posted for the final reveal. The USS Texas. This Brigadier Model signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Final reveal for the Battleship Texas. I'm happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Enjoy your surroundings. And say your prayers. And God bless everybody. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bring me on signing up, guys. Bye, fellas. Very sales. God bless you all. I love you.